Go monster got my toys. What are my toys? My toys.
Yeah. What is going on, my She-Hulks, my Gremlins? Welcome to another awesome edition of Mon Toys. And look what we have here in front of us today. We got Marvel's Chameleon. Hell yeah, man. I needed a new Chameleon because that Chameleon that we got like 10 years ago with that small little gun and in that Tony Stark suit, horrible, man. I hate that Chameleon. I still have it. I'll show you when we do the comparisons, but I'm really juiced to have this figure, man. I've been really making the Spider-Man shelf all Spider-Man animated series on the floor. I'll have to show you what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll do some B-roll about it. I know I always say I'm gonna do it, but yeah, I'm gonna show you the collection pretty soon because I've been working pretty hard on the shelf. But yeah, man, I'm pretty excited to get this figure out. So as you can see, it has the retro packaging. You got Spider-Man right here, Marvel's Chameleon, two hands and a mask and a weird looking gun, which I think I've seen before. On who though? Maybe Cable? No, Cable has a bigger gun. Anyway, so here on the back it says the half brother of Kraven. I did not know. The hunter and the enemy of Spider-Man. Chameleon is a master of disguise, an ultimate undercover spy. Honestly, I never knew he was the half brother of Kraven. What the hell? Anyway, that's news to me. So yeah, you know, you got your little instructions there, the 5 figures that come in this wave. I ended up opting for the Agent Venom, and then when I got him in hand, I was like, I don't want this figure anymore. So I sent it back. But I did get that Kane, because that Kane, you know, I did read the Spider-Man saga, so I think that's the first Marvel's Kane ever. And then we have Spider-Man Unlimited, which, by the way, he looks nothing like the show, okay? You got to get it custom. So I'm going to keep away from that one. But yeah, man, let's get this one out the box, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.
Yo, what is going on? I am the Ugo Monster. I am an independent hip-hop artist from the San Francisco Bay Area, Richmond to be exact, and a lifelong action figure collector. As an independent artist, I create my own music, shoot my own videos, build and manage my website, and I make action figure reviews. You can find my music on all streaming platforms. If you like to purchase my music, which that'd be dope, you can do so at ugomonster.com. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Back to the show. Peace.
And here we have him, Chameleon, man. What do you think about him so far when you see him? You know, on camera, he looks pretty cool looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, his face is dope. But when I see it here in person in front of me right now, I get a little bit disappointed because he's a very basic figure. You know, it's nothing maximum about him, you know, and I don't like that the shoulder pads are off. You know, one is bigger than the other. There's also a gap right here in the shoulder pad, which is kind of, I don't know, man. These should be proportioned. You know what I'm saying? The same size. I feel like that's a very easy thing that he should have, you know. And then we got the belt, right? This right here, it's not loose, right? But the strap is attached to the belt. I feel like when you move him back or move him down, this is going to create some tension and cause this to break off, you know. So, yeah, you know. All right. He has a cool looking turtleneck. Like, for me, the selling point of this figure for me is that he's Chameleon. He's from the animated series, and his face sculpt is dope, you know. I'm trying to get all the figures in that line for the most part. Yeah, man, Spider-Man animated series. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about articulation, man. So very basic articulation on this figure. He has no butterfly joints right here, you know, so he's not going to be able to do any kind of Hulk clap or any of that, you know what I'm saying? So he has swivel right here at the shoulder, double jointed elbows, you know, swivel at the wrist, trigger fingers. He only comes with 2 pairs of hands. A ab crunch, you know, he can't. This is how far he could go down, and this is how far he can look up, you know. So, of course, you can make him pick things up if you know, move the legs down. Kind of spooky. Kind of looks like the dude from Alien, right? And then he has a swivel right here at the waist, but I feel like there's just a big ass gap, man. And it's very easy to move, very flimsy, you know, like, you know, not a Super 7 Raphael flimsy where you shake the turtle and and the legs just wiggle. But man, it's too flimsy. All right, so let's go down to the legs. He has swivel at the thigh, double jointed knees, and swivel at the boot or calf, right? Pretty tight. I wonder if these are reused Captain America boots. Anyway, so yeah, very basic articulation. It's gonna be on the shelf, displayed next to the other villains. I think with the Spider-Man animated series villains, some of them are dope, but some of them are lame. Like this one, like I said, like the face is what makes it for me. But like the Craven that I've shown before, that one was kind of like the head sculpt was kind of lame on that, and it was just like a remake of the one that came with the Black Spider-Man 2-pack. And yeah, like I really like the Toy Biz one still, which I still have. And then, there was the lizard was cool. He came with a few cool accessories, but his faces didn't really look like the guy from the cartoon, So, and I'm thinking about another villain that in that line. Oh, Scorpion. Like I still have that guy in the box. I have a Toy Biz Scorpion that's pretty big and it kind of reminds me of the animated series. But like he looks dope, but it's like his size isn't what it should be. He should be a little bit more puffed up. I know that in the cartoon there was like a part where he was big and then he turned small kind of. I don't know if it was like he wasn't on the juice anymore, but I don't know, man. He's not intimidating at all, so I'll keep him in the box. I'm going to pull the other one out. So until they make a better one. But I might take him out, to complete the series, or I might not, because sometimes I'm like, it doesn't look good. Like I got this, like the Hobgoblin. That's another one that looks kind of ugly to me. You know what I'm saying? But I got a Hobgoblin Toy Biz that is like super dope. Super dope looking. And it looks like the cartoon. At least it does to me, and it's just better looking to me. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with this figure, man. But, it's going to, like I said, when he's next to the other ones, he's definitely going to complete a set for me. Because I have another Chameleon that we'll show eventually on here that this one, of course, is way better looking than that one. And this one, you can easily stand it up. So what does he come with? He comes with this Jonah Jameson mask. We need another Jonah Jameson. I have the one that's in the box. It's still in the box, man, or in the packaging. But we need the one where he's in a suit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so yeah. So the Chameleon, I wouldn't know why he would need a mask, though, right? Because with that little thing on his chest, he could just change into anybody without having to put a mask on. So that's kind of silly to me. I don't know. Anyway, then he comes with this gun. This massive, Yeah. When it comes to these guys and their accessories, they're kind of whack. Like have you seen those NECA guns? You know what I'm saying? That come with the foot soldiers. Those they care, man. They put some detail in. This right here is like, I might have to upgrade them. And then he comes with this pea shooter right here. I might necessarily even know what a pea shooter is, but I know it has to be like I mean it to mean puny. All right. But yeah, and he comes with that. And then he comes with 2 pairs of fisted hands. Comparison time. Here we have him against the Craven Spider-Man retro card action figure that came out a few years ago. Yeah, that face sculpt is kind of like, yeah. When I look at it right now, he doesn't look that bad. I just wish he came with something else. Another one, And I don't know. I wish they would have done more. Like, I'm still not feeling the the arms, I just, that could have. I had so much potential to have a nice animated series line on the shelf, And then we got Spider-Man right there. That's the 2-pack that came with Carnage. I think he has, the blue outlining. And here we have him on the left with the Mayfix Spider-Man. And then we have him on the right here with Hydro Man. That one came with the Daredevil. That Hydro Man isn't that bad looking. I really like it, I think it does look like him. That face sculpt is raw. I know that this body was basically used from the other Hydro Man and those water effects at the bottom, which just got a little bit more attention with the painting. Like they got the white on top and it looks better. Because I have the other one. And, the other one has this big ass arms. But this one's fresh. I wish they would have had like a human version of him. And honestly, I thought he was like, because they didn't do Sandman in the cartoon, they used Hydro Man instead. But anyway, here's a comparison. Yep, and here we have him against that Scorpion I was telling you about. and that Hobgoblin I was telling you about. These are hella old. These are from like 2006, 2007. They're Toy Biz, but they're one of my favorites, man. And I feel like the face scope on this Hobgoblin is pretty dope. He just looks better than the one that they remade, man. And I can't get myself to get rid of him. Right now, I have him just displaying in the air on the shelf. I have him. This is a handle right here, and I put a little magnet on top. So on the top of my shelves, there's metal plates. So I just stick it up there, and he's gliding with the glider. So he isn't moving. He isn't on the floor. He's in the air, which is pretty dope. But I really like this guy. The leg is kind of messed up, but it's in the air. I can live with it. It's dope. I feel like it reminds me of the animated series Hobgoblin. It looks better than that other one that they dropped a few years ago, man. I get so mad when it's still in the box. That's why I haven't opened it, but I keep them. I don't know. I got to do something. And then we got Scorpion over there on the left. He's looking fresh. He's hella hard to stand up. Like a lot of the weight is on top. So I'm surprised he's hanging on there. But I feel like this is how he should look like, man. The other one is too small. This one's a little bit more bulky. This one's pretty dope too because you can't see it on camera. But I'm gonna move him. It comes with this little shooter right here. You can shoot that. It's a little missile connected to his Scorpion. I guess it's supposed to be like a sting or something. A sting effect or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, these are one of my two favorite Toy Biz Spider-Man villains that I keep around still. And I have new versions of them in the Retro Card Spider-Man animated series line, but I still haven't opened them because I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. All right, so here he is with the other Chameleon I was telling you about. This dude is very hard to stand, and it's very annoying, man. And like, look at his face sculpt. It's just, I've had this dude for years. I can't wait to retire him because I'm about to. Look at that face sculpt. You can see like the line right here. All like. There's like a line straight in the middle of his face. But yeah. Anyway, I almost forgot to show you this one. I just wanted to make sure that I did. All right. He's lame. I don't like him. So at the end of the day, what are my final thoughts? Yeah, like I said, I feel like he feels cheap. I feel like they could have done more with him. I'm just happy to have a Chameleon in my collection that resembles the animated series in some kind of form or fashion. I think I said everything about him. I'm gonna put him in a few poses, take some shots, and then call it a wrap. But what do you guys think about him? Is this the Chameleon that you wanted? Is this the one that you needed to complete the line? Because for me, it's gonna be a placeholder until they drop another one, and the likelihood of them making another Chameleon I think is very low. I don't know if they're gonna revisit those figures that I feel like they didn't put a lot of attention on, which was, like the Hobgoblin or the Lizard, Craven. What are your thoughts? Like, I really want to know. Like, for me, the head sculpt is popping, and that's pretty much it. That's what does it for me. And the fact that he's Chameleon, that's it. Yeah, what other figures of the Spider-Man animated series do you have in your line? And what do you think about the villains so far? Because like I said, I feel like they don't put a lot of attention on them, Well, let me know in the comments below if this is your definitive Chameleon action figure, if it resonates with you in any kind of way, does it complete the set, or again, is it a placeholder, Anyway, much love to each and every one of y'all who keep watching the shows and stuff. I appreciate all your support. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.
I got hella action figures. Damn right. The collection keeps getting bigger. Hell yeah. Man, will it ever stop? Hell no. I don't know, look what I bought. New stuff. Brand new exclusives. Comic-Con, watch you do this. I buy them when they're on sale. Oh hell, that's the lie I tell. Gotta have all the Marvel Legends. Why is Deadpool so expensive? Got a 0 interest credit card. My family should be alarmed. Oh yes, CFA at its gots. My toys, collectors haven gots. My toys, Crush Comics gots. My toys, what are my toys? My toys. CFA addicts gots, my toys. Collectors hating gots, my toys. Crush comics gots, my toys. What are my toys? My toys.